our congregations, our faith leaders, our committees who deal with people who are immigrants and migrants to this country or simply living here from another country or look like they do are obviously experiencing a great deal of stress since January. LGBTQIA and DEI issues have become fraught. Job loss, economic security, all these things were kind of listed in these couple emails from our couple presbyteries saying, can you help? So for some of you know that during COVID, we did a series a couple years worth of Zoom meetings with presbyteries and congregational leaders across the country, organized by presbytery typically, about those stressors. And so we kind of created the model during COVID. This new kind of venture that we're looking at is starting actually tomorrow with our first one, to just hold 60 to 90-minute Zoom conversations with faith leaders who are grappling with all of the issues that folks are facing right now in their churches and their communities. In California, Jim and I were on Zooms with those folks when the 3 days after the fire started in January. And it was maybe 2-3 weeks in when they could literally lift their heads up from the smoke and the fires and say, we have two disasters going on here. And we've heard that echoed kind of across the country. So we're offering Zoom conversations to focus on how some of these stressors have had an impact on faith leaders, on committees, on ministry, on mission committees, on congregations who were accustomed to hosting, say, migrant communities, and those folks are now gone. Or they had food banks and clothing banks, and people aren't showing up because they're afraid. Or the impact of job loss and economic insecurity for folks, especially those who are already on thin ice economically. So the focus is on gathering clergy and other faith leaders, community leaders, committee chairs, to just talk about how this has been, what the impact has been, what are the stressors, and how we can stand together, support together, keep resilience going, focus on what we're doing that can keep us strong in the midst of the stresses. Not to come in and be partisan or to talk about those kinds of issues, but rather what's the impact on the folks that are in the room, whether you're a minister, community, or committee chair, whatever. What's the impact been? What's the stressors been? And some of the folks who've asked for these, and we've got, I think, 7 scheduled so far, has been, we don't really have a large immigrant population. We're not really struggling with job loss, but it's the conflict and it's the differing of opinions and it's the how do we live together in the midst of such turmoil when we've got purple congregations and purple presbyteries and lots of people with different opinions. How do we navigate some of these waters together? So that's our newest offering.